halt, in the name of the Watcher. You stand accused of demonic possession. As a knight of the Gilded Eye and servant of Helm, I demand that you lay down your weapons.
Stop where you stand, deluded son of Helm. We travel under the light of Sehanine Moonbow.
What appears as Sehanine to you, elf, is but a blasphemous lie spoken by your demonic master. It is disheartening to see you succumb to it. I am Javen Tarmikos, High Commander of the Knights of the Gilded Eye. You stand on the ground of your execution. You may lie to yourself, and you may lie to your blind followers, but you cannot lie to me. The Gilded Eye of Helm sees all truth, and condemns all who threaten this world. Your opportunity for surrender has passed. Now, spawn of the Abyss, you face the judgment of Helm.
Heads up! That hurt?
Yes?
Toss me a potion! How can I help?
How may I serve?
A perfect strike! I'd run if I were you!
Fight through the pain!
Ready to surrender?
What do you need? Yes?
By your leave.
That looked like it hurt.
You need something?
Yes?
Need help over here!
Yes! That looked like it hurt.
That's better!
Impressive! Can someone heal me?
What is it you require? How may I serve? Of course.
You rang?
By your leave.
Help!
Yes? What is it you require?
I'd run if I were you! I'd run if I were you! Can someone heal me?
Good to be back.
The demon has granted you power. Far more than was given to your guildmates. We know of your master's plans, and of the twisted drow servant that carries them out. As you kill me, you seal the fate not just of my order, but that of every soul in Faerun. Let fall your weapon, champion of the abyss, and may the gods be kinder with your soul than you have been. If my opinion mattered to you, you would have turned yourself in long ago. You stand over me with your weapon drawn, the bodies of my knights strewn about us. I feel that you have said by your actions all that needs to be said. Your conviction is not as strong as I thought. Or mayhap there is a shred of good in you after all. But you must know, I will hunt you until the world is safe from your master's evil.
What? You can't.
You haven't the strength of conviction to kill me, and so you seek to turn my will to your quest. Never! I can see that. Coming with you may present me an opportunity to correct your course from within. If it be Helm's will, then I will oversee your quest. Do not think us comrades. I am here to protect the world, not to make friends.
Thank you.
Charming!
At your service.
A drow in disguise? Is it even possible to trust him at this point? What else is he not telling us? That is what angers me. If we didn't need him, I would see the snake punished for his betrayal. Yet he has vital knowledge of our quest, your guild, and the Moon Tier. I have only ever met one drow that showed me what I'd consider a good heart. The rest have all been liars, sadists, murderers, and demon worshippers. For now, he stays among us, and I pray I am not making yet another mistake out of naivety. Soranil, I apologize. Dalanir's betrayal caught me off guard. He knew of my history with the drow, and yet he let me treat him as a friend. Yes, I understand that. I carry scars from the past and saw... Apologies. Dalanir reopened several of them. I shall continue my tale. I suppose I should provide some context regarding my anger toward the drow in our midst. You see, when the village was attacked, the drow slaughtered most of my people. But a few unfortunates, including myself, were captured. When I was taken prisoner, the drow separated me from my family and kept me out of the light. They forced us, even the children, into back-breaking labour. They compelled many of us to fight for their amusement, most often to the death. Thank you, but I considered it the gods' retribution for the loss of the moon tear. I developed a deep hatred for the drow during my captivity. I have seen and suffered the cruelty and brutality they muster, all at the word of their demon goddess Lolth. My family died there, as far as I know, as did the rest of my village. My people are no more. I feel I must leave it at that. I still seethe and shudder when I remember those times. The Lady of Dreams go with you.
Right away.
I tell you right now, I just about clobbered that drow when he revealed his true face. You don't lie to people you want to work with. It's that simple. If he was scared to be a drow in Luskan, he should have bleeding left town. That drow's a walking dead man, if you ask me. He just don't know it yet. Top priority is making sure that bloody drow doesn't kill us all in our sleep. I'm done talking for now. Come ask me later. Don't be a stranger.
I really appreciate your assistance with the whole Ashen Priest thing. It means a lot to me that you were willing to help out. You're one of the good ones, you know. Sorry. It's getting awfully dusty around here, and I'm starting to cry a little bit too. I finally get to travel with another wizard, and it's a drow. I wish Dalanir had been honest from the start. It's so much more fun to tell people you're friends with a drow than just another moon elf. Don't tell Lydia I said that, okay? Actually, don't tell Dalanir either. I'm not sure which one would be more angry. I think I remember where we were. So, I think we were talking about my Uncle Kipper. He wasn't really my uncle, but he did take me in when my parents had run out of patience. He took me away from home to the town of Longsaddle, and he told me that I was a talented boy. I had no idea what he meant until the day I repeated some words he taught me, and a ray of frost shot from my fingertip. On that day, I was no longer a boy who had failed to be a farmer. I was a wizard. Uncle Kipper introduced me to the Harples, who took me in as if I was one of their own. They taught me magic, let me experiment, and kept a roof over my head when no one else would. And of course, now we know that they were my blood relatives all along, which makes the whole thing make more sense now that I think of it. Yes, I had. Thanks for reminding me. Necromancy was never something the Harples really wanted to teach, but I had a particular aptitude for it. I'm not sure why. I guess I always liked gross things. Bugs, dirt, day-old fiddlehead soup. Anyway, I'd obtained a few scrolls Kipper had forbidden me to read, and I tried to cast them. Without realising it, I'd managed to animate Kipper's dead cat and a squirrel that had once gotten too close to a bidadoo. Ugh. Sorry. It's still fresh, I guess. It really hurt to be exiled. They were the only people that have truly accepted me. And it didn't last. That's really nice of you to say. And I'm not just saying that because it's exactly what I wanted to hear. I need to rest for a bit, if that's all right. Maybe we can talk more another time. All right. You know where to find me.
That drow bastard! Lydia and I trusted him, and he spit in our faces. I can blame him for lying to our faces. He sat there and he heard Lydia's whole backstory, and he never once mentioned that he were a drow. I know it'll take a long time before Lydia and I trust that lying bag of dainty little elf bones. But for the sake of the quest, we'll keep it to ourselves. You probably had something you needed from me. I'm keeping an eye on that drow. But so is Jarhild, so I think we have this covered. I'm sure there's more to tell, but I'm not fit. Don't be a stranger.
Of course. At once.
Yes? What is it? No. The insights of Helm are to be earned, not borrowed. You think me here to become friends with the likes of you? I seek only to defeat the demon and protect the Sword Coast. There is nothing to be gained from idle palaver. As you will.
As you wish.
I feel awful, misleading you such as I have. I hope you can understand the necessity of establishing my alternate identity. I thank you for your understanding and your tolerance. I know I have much to do to rebuild the trust between your companions and myself. I have foreseen, however, that time will heal these wounds. For now, I will be as helpful as I can. Spiderwebs, a body torn asunder, darkness and the ravings of madmen. Nothing distinct, but all disturbing. It begins as many stories do, with my birth, followed very closely by my first brush with death. I was the second male child born to an utterly devout young priestess of Lolth. My mother claimed she heard the Spider Queen call for my extermination, and she bade my older sister Talistra to do the deed. My dear sister was more than willing to carry out Lolth's will. Moments after my birth, Talistra dragged me away to undertake the sacrifice. My sister would have succeeded had it not been for my eldest brother. He used his fledgling magic to shield me. And that is how my complicated history with my brother Tassilis began. He did. He was no more than 10 years old, standing up to his mother, sister, and the will of Lolth. He was my hero. Let us speak again later. Perhaps I'll feel more like dredging up the past. It has been wonderful. We must do this again sometime.